parents, guests, past district governors here present, past AGs here present, friends of Rotary here present. I want to welcome each and every one of us to today's meeting. This is our first meeting in the month of, this is our second meeting in the month of September. And today we'll be having a very, very, very interesting topic from a renowned, in fact, from a veteran Rotarian who is going to share, we're going to learn from her wealth of knowledge. But before we commence into the lecture proper, I would like us to have 2-minute silence invocation in our respective religion. Thank you. Amen. I'd like to call on Rotarian Baptista to help us with the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do.
Excellent. The 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. 1, is it a truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, would it build goodwill and better friendships? 4, would it be beneficial to all concerned? Fellow Rotarians, retractors, and guests, if any, the 4-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Over to you, Abby.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my network. I hope it's not logging me out again. Okay. Thank you for the 4-way test. I'm calling on Rotarian Chrissy to help us with the object of Rotary.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, my president. Please, you all permit me to not have my camera on. I'm just a little under the weather right now, but let me proceed to the object of Rotary. Object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster, first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world of fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotarian Chrissy, for the beautiful object of Rotary. Moving on, we'll go straight into the lecture because our guest speaker is very busy, so she could finish up and attend to other items on her itinerary today. Okay, so our topic today is the importance of basic education and literacy in Rotary's mission. And our guest speaker for today is past District Governor Yvonne Kumoji from District 9104, Accra South. Thank you very much, Ma, for honoring the invitation and accepting to be our guest speaker. To read the citation of our guest speaker, I'm calling on Rotarian Lucy to please do us the honor. to introduce the guest speaker. Rotary Lucy, please.
She is not online.
I see her in the call.
You were there, but now she is not to be seen. Maybe her network issue there.
Okay, I probably will just have to take it myself. Okay, I'll take it myself.
Yeah, she's joined. She's joined. Just
She's joined. Okay. Rotary and Lucy, please. Could you take the citation of the guest speaker? Is she in the call?
She's still stuck up in the waiting room. I think you can continue.
Okay.
She's having some problem joining.
Perhaps the network. Our guest speaker for today is none other than Rotary past District Governor Yvonne Kumoji. She was inducted into the Rotary Club of Accra South on the 20th of July 2004 with a classification of property development. She has held key roles including club president 2011-2012 Rotary year, treasurer, membership chair, foundation chair, and club trainer. As a president, she led her club to achieve 100% PHF and became the only club in the district to reach 100% +1. She served as an assistant governor for multiple district governors and was very instrumental in chartering the Rotary Club of Accra Tesano in 2013-2014 Rotary year. She has been a resource person for district assemblies across Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Niger since 2014, holding various positions such as the district vice chair for foundation, fundraising, and district learning facilitator 2022-2023. PDG Yvonne is also the district membership chairperson for 2024 and the chair of the redistricting committee for District 9102. She was the district governor for District 9102 2020-2021, becoming the very first female governor from Accra in 63 years. That's awesome. Currently, she serves as an assistant Rotary Regional Foundation Coordinator 2021 to 2024, a member of the Rotary International Membership Committee 2021-2024, and the Endowment and Major Gifts Advisor for Zone 22, 2024 to 2027. PDG Yvonne is a Paul Harris Society member. She's a benefactor, a major donor level 4, and a member of the ACCLUM Society. She has received Meritorious Service Awards in 2015. She received another Distinguished Service Award in 2014. Rotary Regional Service Award for Polio Free World 2023-2024. National Millennium Excellence Award for Humanitarian Services dedicated to Rotary Ghana. She professional background, PDG Yvonne is a real estate developer, and she's had that experience for the past 30 years in residential and luxury home construction. She's an advisor to Joe Social Consulting and co-founder of the Hope for Kids Club. She promotes education in underprivileged communities. She's also acting as board chairperson of Fig Tech and founder of Dunkin' Butcher, specializing in British meats and wines. Her personal life, she loves reading and caring for children, and she likes playing Scrabble. She has 2 children and 4 grandchildren. Fellow Rotarians, friends and guests, let's make welcome PDG Yvonne Kumoji. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you very much. And thank you so much also for summarizing that long thing. It gets longer every day. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the importance of basic education and literacy in Rotary's mission. My next slide, you will see the vision statement of Rotary International. I don't feel a little bit challenged. When I joined Rotary, I found it all so confusing and so time-consuming. But as the years rolled on, a lot of stuff stuck in my head. And in no time, I was reciting things I never knew I would. I know the saying goes that whenever you listen to a speech or a talk or some training, it's just about 30% that sticks in your head. But as you keep on attending and inviting the speakers, you will find out that your retain of knowledge just gets higher and higher. So this is the vision statement of Rotary International. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities and in ourselves. That's what we do as Rotarians. I'd like to start by saying it's an honor to be here today to speak about one of Rotary International's key areas of focus, which happens to be the theme for the month of September, basic education and literacy. Rotary is not only about building communities and fostering peace. It is also about empowering individuals through education, ensuring that everyone has access to education is critical to breaking the cycle of poverty, improving health outcomes, and enabling economic self-sufficiency. So I've broken it down, and today we'll talk about the global need for education and literacy, Rotary's initiatives and strategies in this area, and how our club, your club, can contribute locally and globally. So let's take the first one. Next slide, please. The global need for education and literacy. Now, we'll begin by understanding the scope of this challenge. Despite the significant progress over the years, access to basic education remains a challenge for millions of people worldwide. And according to recent reports, over 750 million people worldwide are illiterate, 2/3 of whom are women. Approximately 58 million children worldwide do not attend primary school, and many more receive a poor quality of education. In low-income countries, only 20% of children are in school learning basic reading and math skills. These are some of the stats that have been put out there globally. Literacy and lack of education have wide-reaching impacts, limiting job opportunities, increasing poverty levels, and reducing access to healthcare. Inadequate education also perpetuates gender inequalities as women and girls are disproportionately affected. In this context, Rotary's work in education is more crucial than ever. Rotary International has committed itself to strengthening the education sector and making literacy accessible to all, regardless of background or location. So having heard this, we can safely say the global need for education and literacy is quite high. And this is why I believe it is one of Rotary's areas of focus. Now, my next slide. Rotary's initiatives in basic education. I've got 5 listed here, but I'm very sure you put your heads together. There's much more, but we'll talk about these 5 because of time constraints. Building schools and educational infrastructure. Rotary International has taken a hands-on approach to address the education crisis, and we'll discuss some of the key strategies that Rotary employs to improve education and literacy. The first one, building schools and education infrastructure. Rotary clubs around the world have funded the construction of schools and libraries, providing safe and supportive learning environments for not only children, but for adults as well. These efforts help to reduce overcrowding in classrooms and offer more children the opportunity to receive a formal education. This is just summarizing each one, once again, because of time constraints. And then the next one, teacher training and curriculum development. A major barrier to quality education in many parts of the world is a shortage of well-trained teachers. Now, Rotary helps address this by funding teacher training programs and developing new innovative curriculums that better the needs of students. And you can do this through a global grant. You can have the vocational training where you upgrade the skills of maybe current teachers. It doesn't have to be just education, but in the medical field as well. And any of the 7 areas of focus that we have. There are vocational training grants that you can apply for through the global grant system. Now, for example, in Guatemala, Rotary members partnered with the local education ministry to train 400 teachers in effective classroom management and student engagement techniques. This initiative has reached over 15,000 students so far. So that's a project that can be done for the teacher training and curriculum development. And the good example from Guatemala has been very, very successful. Now, the next one, adult literacy programs. Literacy isn't just for children. Rotary has also launched adult literacy programs for providing individuals with the skills they need to read, write, and solve everyday problems. Believe me, there are a lot of adults out there who have no clue how to do this. And this is where Rotary comes in. It can be transformative for adults who missed out on education early in life. We all know in some communities, educating the girl child is just not on. And it's changing, you know, as the world changes, but some have missed out. And there's an opportunity through Rotary to correct this. It opens up opportunities for them to pursue better jobs and become more active in their communities. Next one, scholarships and education grants. Rotary provides scholarships and grants to students of all ages, from primary school children to university students. These funds often cover tuition fees, school supplies, and other costs that may otherwise prevent individuals from pursuing their education. You can also, once again, get a global grant to sort out scholarships and education for some beneficiaries. Promoting digital literacy, that's very important in today's world. Everything seems to be going digital. And if Rotary does not change, and Paul Harris said it himself in one of his quotes, in order to stay relevant, Rotary has to keep on reinventing and changing itself again and again and again, keeping up with technology. Now, in today's increasingly digital world, it's important to expand the definition of literacy to include the ability to effectively use technology. Rotary is supporting digital literacy programs that teach students and adults how to use computers, access online resources, and apply these skills in their work and their daily lives. So these are 5 initiatives in basic education where Rotary has been very, very relevant. Next slide. The role of our Rotary Club. I'm on slide 5, please. Good. What can we do? Now that we've explored Rotary's global impact, let's bring this talk closer to home. What can our Rotary Club do to promote basic education and literacy, both locally and globally? Next slide. I've got 5 again, but then there's so many. If you Google, you come across so many inspiring stories and projects that have been carried out all over the world. But one, you can start a local literacy program. In many communities, even within the developed countries, there are individuals who struggle with literacy. We could partner with local schools or libraries to offer tutoring programs for children or adult literacy workshops. Simple interventions like reading clubs or book donation drives can also make a big difference. So that's one, starting a local literacy program. 2, support schools in underserved areas. Rotary clubs around the world are working together to support schools in underserved regions, and we can join those efforts. This could involve sponsoring a school in another country, raising funds for supplies, or even sending volunteers to help with classroom instruction. Very, very important. We tend to do things within our own countries. Yes, every country's got their needy, but when you're looking for a global partner, I don't know what's wrong with us. Most of the time, we are looking outside of our continent. But there are 54 countries in Africa, and they are international. So you can do a global grant with a country next door to Nigeria. I see you've got a lot of friends from India. You can partner with India as well. Ghana does an awful lot of grants in education and medical with India. We've got a very, very good relationship with some of the clubs in there, but they're a huge, huge force when it comes to Rotary. It's very, very beneficial. Look closer to home as well. And you can find very, very good partners within your continent. If you can't find a, a, a country or a district outside of the continent. Next one, offer scholarships to students in need. Yes, Rotary has a scholarship program, but then some clubs do it at club level, establishing a scholarship fund for students in our needy communities and another impactful way that we can contribute by helping to remove the financial burden and barriers to education. We can give deserving students the opportunity to succeed. So that's number 3. And provide digital, there's the word again, literacy locally. With more jobs requiring digital skills, many adults in our communities might need help developing these skills, and we could offer computer literacy workshops or partner with local businesses to provide training programs that equip individuals with essential digital knowledge. There was a club in Accra, I think it was the Rotary Club of Accra Airport, that trained over 300 young females in digital skills. It was a 3-year global grant project for education with an international partner in Germany. It was so, so successful. And these young girls, most of them have set up their own companies and now feel more confident to face the challenges of a digital world. And when they started, I think about 90% of them could not even turn on a monitor. It's been very, very beneficial. And the last one, engage in Rotary's Global Grants Program. I've said this word, global grants, quite a few times since I started. So important. Through Rotary's Global Grants Program, we can participate in larger sustainable projects that address education and literacy in developing countries. Not only developing countries, I always say, because in every country, there's a little community somewhere where there are needy people. By partnering with other clubs and leveraging Rotary's resources, we can maximize our impact and reach more people. When you go for a grant, your project is much bigger and has a bigger impact and far, far reaching. And the next slide, a few success stories, the impact of Rotary's work. So there you see it on slide 8, India. India has a wonderful, the Teach program. That's what it's called. Now, to bring these efforts to life, we're going to look at a few examples of how Rotary has made a difference. In India, Rotary helped launch the Teach program, which supports education in government schools through teacher training. That's it again, infrastructure development and e-learning projects. The program has benefited millions of children across their country. In South Africa, Rotary members helped establish mobile libraries, bringing books and educational material to rural communities that otherwise have little access to educational resources. The initiative has made a significant impact in improving literacy rates among children in these areas. You could get a grant and purchase a mobile van and then get the books and stock it. Really, really good. In Afghanistan, Rotary sponsored education programs for girls, giving them access to primary and secondary schooling in regions where girls' education has been historically restricted, should I say. This program has empowered young women to pursue careers and improve their lives. It's really been a life changer for them. And in Ghana, so many clubs bring in mobile libraries and build schools or renovate schools and book donations. We've got a Rotary Center that receives books from America every now and then. Rotary clubs pay a little stipend and go in there and get your books in pallets. And they also open the doors to secondary schools and the medical school and the universities, and they all come in and get schools. Clubs can also hold career guidance. As you know, each club is made up of different classifications. So everybody's got something to say, which is different from the person you're sitting next to you when it comes to their career. You go in there and you give each person a 10-minute talk on your particular classification. Spelling bees, I know, is very, very big in Nigeria. Some of the districts hold spelling bees, and the prizes are quite phenomenal. The IT and digital training, which we've talked about earlier for girl empowerment, there's so much you can do when it comes to a possible project for your club. These stories remind us that even small efforts can create a lasting change in one person. So let us remember on my last slide, education is the foundation for a brighter future. As members of Rotary, we have, should I say, a unique opportunity to play a part in changing lives through education. By working together, we can help ensure that everyone, children, adults, and entire communities have access to resources they need to succeed. Education is the foundation for a brighter future. I love that quote. It's through education that we unlock potential, we foster equality, and we create pathways to a more prosperous and peaceful world. So I encourage each and every one of you to think about how you can contribute to this cause, both within your club and in your own personal effort. Together, we can make a lasting impact on the lives of individuals through education and literacy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, PDG Yvonne, for the wonderful lecture you just delivered. I am sure everyone here has gained one or two knowledge, especially on the aspect of the grants. Thank you. I want to welcome PDG Joshua Hassan. Thank you for joining us in this meeting. Do we have questions and or contributions from anyone? Please feel free to ask questions and or contribute.
I usually don't get any questions. I try to cover everything.
Okay, perhaps contributions from anyone.
Good evening. I would just like to say that I love the quote that says, education is the foundation for a brighter future. I really believe that if we educate ourselves in different aspects, we hold the power to change ourselves, change our communities, and change the world for positive. Right now, we're in the middle of the United Nations General Assembly, so there's a lot of issues that are being brought to the forefront. So I just feel that if we educate ourselves, if we work together, if we involve peace in our daily lives, then we can create the change that we need to see in the world. So thank you, Madam PDG, for sharing that beautiful presentation with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Thank you too.
There are two comments in the chat box. One is from Baptista saying, excellent presentation. How can you contribute to this cause? PDG asked, glad to fellowship. And the other one is from PAG Jumoke. Awesome presentation by my PDG. Yvonne, thank you for delivering such an excellent presentation. We love you.
You're welcome.
Really an excellent presentation, PDG. And once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for accepting this invitation and addressing this new club.
She has the presentation, so she can send it out or put it on the club platform just as a refresher.
Yeah,
for those who
I'll
want to go
send it
over
out
Yeah.
to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you
And
very
like
much,
I said,
ma'am.
when you put your heads together, you can come up with brilliant projects, not only in education, but in also some of the other 6 areas of focus we're not talking about today. That's the best way to get everybody involved. Put your heads together and come up with something brilliant that you can do as a club to support education and literacy.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to call on PAG Jumoke to do us the honor of appreciating the guest speaker. PAG, please.
It's actually my pleasure. I'm honored to be the one called upon to give this vote of thanks to PDG Yvonne, an amazing personality, a humanitarian in and out. PDG Yvonne, we want to say thank you. You took out time out of your busy schedule with the activities over at the Institute, and you still are able to deliver such an excellent lecture to us all. We've learned so much. I am in the education industry. I also have an education foundation, but I've learned so much. And this will also help us in our various clubs to go back to the drawing board and see how best we can continue to support basic education and literacy as one of the areas of focus. So we want to say we love you, we appreciate you. You always come through for everyone anytime you're called upon to give a talk from your wealth of experience. And we always have something to take home from your presentation. Once again, we love you, we appreciate you, and we say thank you so very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. I mean, we may fight Ghana and Nigeria over jollof, and I have been fighting with Joshua over here in Mauritius. We've had a little tattle over Ghana and Nigerian jollof, but no, I think we both have each other's back. We are just like brothers and sisters, Nigeria and Ghana, except when it comes to jollof. So anytime, just give me a call and I'll find the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, PDG Yvonne, and thank you, my awesome AG, Jumi, for helping appreciate our guest speaker. Okay, moving on. I would like each and every one of us to unmute yourself and do your introduction, telling us your classification and where you're joining us from. I'll set the ball rolling. My name is Rotary Yvonne Kumoji, the charter president of this noble club, the one and only unique club in the world, District 9127 specifically. I hold the classification of mental health nursing practitioner. Currently joining this meeting from Nigeria, the Federal Capital Territory. I arrived in Nigeria today. The floor is open. Please unmute yourself and join the
Good evening, my president. Good evening, my presidents. PDGs in the house, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends of Rotary. I am Rotarian Olufumilayo Okusoya. I'm the charter president of Rotary Club of Olumo Sunrise, District 9111, Nigeria. My classification, I'm an event planner and a caterer. I live in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria. I love making friends and I love traveling. Thank you.
Good to have you here again.
Thank you.
Well, you know
It's
you
always my
owe me,
pleasure.
right? You know you owe me.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, please introduce yourselves.
And a big thank you to our guest speaker. You did wonderfully well with the presentation, madam. Thank you, my PDG Yvonne. Thank you so much. We love you.
My internet is unstable.
Hello.
I don't know what.
Hello.
I just got the
I am Chartered President Vijay Agarwal from Rotary Club of Bhubaneswar Friends, District 3262, India.
No, it's charging.
My best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, CPVJ.
Hello,
Good
President.
evening, everyone.
Rotary greetings. I'm Past Assistant Governor
Yeah.
Sayyida Simran Hassan from Rotary Club of Winter Haven, E-Club, District 6890. And my classification is I'm child psychologist and educationist and philanthropist. Thanks for having me and thank you, Vijay, for inviting me.
Thank you. Welcome, Cedia. Good to have you here once again.
Hello,
Please.
good evening, everyone. Good
Yeah,
evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, Lucy,
Yes,
please.
we are
Sorry,
here.
my network is very bad in my location currently. I hope it will take me to finish my introduction. My name is Rotary Lucy from Rotary Club of Port Harcourt, District 9141, Nigeria. My classification is broadcast regulation. I want to use the opportunity to thank PDG Yvonne for that presentation. In as much as my network did not allow me to listen into the presentation very well, but the little I was able to take, it was a good one. And I wish we could get the document so that we can read through and help ourselves whichever way. So thank you, PDGs and other district leaders and our guest presenters and my president, Yvonne. Welcome to Nigeria. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Duchess.
Good evening, everyone. My name is OJ Victoria. I'm the secretary for the Rotary E-Club of Unique Nigeria, District 9127. I'm a sales operation executive and I'm an entrepreneur. I run a clothing brand and my hobbies are
singing and traveling. I want to say a big thank you to our guest speaker. The lecture this evening was really insightful. Thank you very much for honoring our invite and for giving us this educating lecture. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Vicky.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are, Kajal.
This is late evening over here, or literally night. Happy that I joined. I'm Rotarian Dr. Kajal Rakshit. I am the immediate past president of Rotary Club, Passport Club of District 3262. And ours is a unique club. We are mostly, our members are all ladies. I'm a medical practitioner by profession and a Rotarian by passion. We were enlightened by your speech, PDG Madam. It was very, very interesting. Here, I would like to add one more point. In India, our TEACH program, TEACH, H stands for Happy School. That is the area where we try to make the government schools more attractive to the children by giving them books, library, and painting the walls, giving them benches, making the classroom more friendly, the playground more attractive, coloring the boundary walls, doing up some paintings. So the children feel happy to come to the school. So we named that H as Happy School. I just wanted to add this point. Thank you, fellow Rotarians, for all of us joined, and we were happy and satisfied to get some enlightenment from your speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kajal.
काजल जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार विजय जी।
कैसे हैं?
Fine. Just I casually was just going through my WhatsApp. I joined. So happy I did. Pogo.
Hello, fellow Rotarians.
Baptista.
So Baptista
Hi.
here. I'm the Global Chair for Women in Rotary International, member of the Rotary Club of Tema Community 25, which is in District 9104, Ghana. So our speaker, it's actually my past district governor. Thank you so much, PDG Yvonne, for always being awesome. So in terms of my classification, I'm human resource management. And as I have completed a medical missionary certification program, which makes me support your lifestyle intervention needs. So let's connect and continue to create magic in the world. Over to you, RP.
Good evening.
Thank you, Baptista.
Good evening, everybody. This is Past President Vijay Keval Ramani from Rotary Club of Thane Titans in India. I am a chartered accountant by classification, and I would like to thank
I think it's network. PP Vijay. I think it's
Yes.
okay. Okay, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I have introduced myself. I said it again.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I am chartered. I will introduce again myself. I am chartered president Vijay Agarwal, Rotary Club of Bhubaneswar Friends, D3262, India. I am seeing Dr. Kajal from my district also here.
Yeah.
Nice to see her. And same Vijay, another Vijay, but with is Mr. Vijay Keval Ramani. I think I met him long time back on this virtual meets. Isn't it, sir?
I think he's having network issues because I don't find him
Yeah,
on the call.
some network issue with that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I can't find him
all
on
the
the call.
best to all the Rotarian fellows. Let's hope to meet sometime in person.
But introduce yourself. The other people won't introduce themselves. They are fond of not introducing themselves. VJ just sent me a message.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Good evening from India. This
Good
is Charter
evening.
President IPP Advocate Ramchandra Mandane from Rotary Club of Kalyan City, RID 3142 Zone 4 from India. My classification is I am intellectual property rights lawyer practicing since about 35 years.
Thank you. Good to have you here.
I am advocate legal consultant in intellectual property rights. Nice to see you, everybody. Nice to hear good speech on education and literacy. Very much inspiring. Very much motivational. Thank you very much.
Thank you, IPP. I don't know if everyone here has introduced themselves, if there's no one left here.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Mena,
Good
good
evening. My name is
evening.
Mena, from District 9112. I'm a past president of Rotary Club of Aja Golden here in Lagos, Nigeria.
Lagos.
Nigeria. And I always really appreciate the facilitator for a job well done. Thank you. It was really insightful. Thank you very much, ma'am. My classification is HRO management. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mena. Good to have you here.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bridget Uju-Okeke. I will fellowship with Rotary Club of Abuja Kubwa Gateway. And I am very, very opportune and grateful to be part of this meeting. I also want to appreciate the presenter for a wonderful, job done, sorry. Yeah, my classification is hospital services.
Thank you, Rotarian Uju, for joining.
Good evening, fellow Rotarians. My name is Eunice Wanjiru from District 9212, Nairobi, Kenya. Classification, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Eunice. Okay, I think I would have said we should take a Rotary song, but time is fast spent. We spent an hour already, and of course, Rotary says fellowship shouldn't be beyond an hour. So I'd like to call for an adjournment for our next meeting. I need someone to move the motion for adjournment of this meeting. Our next meeting is going to be on the 9th
President, before adjourn that meeting, before adjourn the meeting, I saw my lovely PDG Joshua Hassan. So would like to hear from you, sir. Can you grant me a permission, my President?
Oh, sure, you can. You are granted. I know he joined the call, but he's no longer on the call. He left.
No, I saw he's in meet. Yeah, he's there. PDG.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Charter President Glenn, Vivek, quite some time, and happy to see you. I'd like to acknowledge your contribution to the Polio Polos Fund, which you do
It's long
every
time,
July.
sir.
We appreciate that. Yes, so it's nice to see you.
Yeah,
Well done.
I'm based in Lagos now, sir.
Oh, that's great. I just came through Lagos. I'm
PDG.
coming back via Lagos, so I will catch up with you. Thank you, my friend PDG Yvonne, for a wonderful that section. I thought that other membership and foundation, you are limited, but you can see how wonderful some fantastic PDGs are. So thank you, all the members and our friends in India. And I just like to add the fact that they repeat what PDG Yvonne says. If you're having so many people joining, in fact, most of the people that have joined you in this meeting are from India, and it's high time you use them to start a, a global grant. And it's as simple as that. At least you know you can have what you have to take when you need the international partner. Well done. You need to concentrate more on this. We need to get, that is the beautiful thing about Zoom meeting. You need to get many more people to join this Zoom meeting, especially your members who are missing out. But I discovered as an engineer that you are recording it, and you can actually send back the recording of your meeting back on your platform or sometimes to individual members that you want them to do. So well done, and thank you very much. And I know the stress the guest speaker or the Rotarian speaker went through after a long day drive, just came in this night and back to the hotel, and he was able to do that. I couldn't. I nearly slept off until I woke up and joined you late. So well done. Keep up the good work. Rotary is good. Let's keep on doing good in the world. Thank you very much and have a great night.
Thank you so much, my PDG.
Yeah. Thank you, PDG Josh. Good to see you
Thank
here.
you, Jagaban. Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to a close. Time has been fast spent, and I'm sure a lot of us, it's